Over the past few weeks, I have seen a few disabled creators with fairly large platforms speak about one of the most difficult subjects inside the disability community. What happens when life with a disability begins to feel unbearably heavy? Not inconvenient, not frustrating, not simply a bad day. I mean the kind of heaviness that can make a person feel cornered by their body, their circumstances, their loss of independence, their pain, their future, or the exhaustion of having to constantly adapt to a world that was not built with them in mind. And I understand why this subject is so rarely spoken about openly. Because disability does not just affect mobility, health, or daily routines. It can touch identity. It can touch dignity. It can touch relationships. It can touch finances, purpose, confidence, privacy, and the way a person imagines the rest of their life. That is a lot for one human being to hold. So, when disabled people speak honestly about despair, I do not think we should shame them. I do not think we should silence them. I do not think we should pretend those thoughts never enter the room. But I do think we need to be very careful about where we take those thoughts. Social media can create awareness, but it cannot provide true care. An influencer can describe their experience, but they cannot responsibly interpret yours. They do not know your medical reality, your trauma history, your support system, your emotional state, your environment, or what resources are actually available to you. A creator may be relatable, but relatability is not the same as wisdom. A large following is not the same as clinical training. And vulnerability online is not the same as being safely supported. There is a difference between someone starting a conversation and someone being qualified to help you through a crisis. That difference matters. Because when a person is in one of the darkest rooms of their own mind, they do not need a comment section. They do not need strangers projecting their own pain onto them. They do not need advice from someone who only sees a fragment of their life through a screen. They need someone steady, someone trained, someone who can listen without panic, respond without ego, and help them move through the moment without turning their pain into content. That may be a counselor, a doctor, a crisis worker, a trusted family member, a close friend, a mentor, a sponsor, someone who knows how to take what you are saying seriously and help you stay connected to safety, support, and reality. Because there is power in saying, "This is where I am at." There is power in naming what has been hidden. not because naming it magically fixes everything, but because silence can become dangerous when it convinces you that nobody could understand. The disability community deserves space for honest conversations about despair, grief, anger, exhaustion, and fear. But those conversations need to be handled with care, not performance, with responsibility, not spectacle, with support, not influence. And to anyone watching this who feels close to the edge emotionally, this is not something you need to negotiate alone. If you are in the United States and you are in crisis, or you are worried about someone else, you can call or text 988 to reach the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can also use their online chat through the 988 Lifeline website. It is available for moments when you need an actual person, not an algorithm, to meet you in that moment. And if you are not in immediate crisis, but you know something inside you is getting heavier, do not wait until it becomes unbearable. Tell someone. Tell them plainly. Say, I am not okay. Say, I need help. Say, I need someone to sit with me in this, not fix me in 5 minutes. There is no shame in that. Disability can be isolating enough without forcing people to hide the emotional cost of it. But our pain deserves more than reaction videos, comment threads, and online opinions from people who do not know the full shape of our lives. So, yes, talk about it. Talk about the fear. Talk about the exhaustion. Talk about the thoughts you have been afraid to admit out loud. But take those thoughts to people who can hold them responsibly, because awareness may begin online, but healing, safety, and support usually have to happen in real relationships.